Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the podcast. Thanks so much for watching. Unfortunately, we lost the audio for the first half of this episode. Classic Arcane arcade move. I tried my best to try and recover the audio, which was recorded by the camera. It's really bad. I mixed it as hard as I could, and it still sounds really terrible. So if you want to skip that, we do a little bit of a recap because we realize that we've lost the audio at about halfway through. So skip to this timestamp if you want to completely just skip that part of it. If you are on Spotify, though, we just cut this entire part out. So because I didn't want people to come in and I don't know where the timestamp is. So if you're coming from Spotify and you're like, what the hell just happened to this episode? That's what happened. So thank you guys for being here and for watching. The bonus episode audio is totally fine, so if you guys want to join members and watch that episode, it was a lot of fun. But I'm so sorry that this ended up happening. So, yep. We'll be back next week with an episode where the audio is actually there. Thanks. Well, hope you enjoyed the episode.
Lisa's on the podcast. Hello. Yay. We're going to do a little game today that we thought would be fun. You brought this up one time.
I think so, yeah.
Which was that we thought it would be fun to do this like TikTok trend where people like talk about their relationship lingo and we try to get the other person to say that lingo. So I have about 10 or 7. You have like 5.
I had a few.
And Pepper has like 23. So we'll see what happens. And I might think of more as we go through, but
that's what's going to be. Because honestly, it was tough.
It's a fun game that we get to play, and also we get to talk about all the weird things that we say to each other all the time.
Yeah.
When I was making mine, I couldn't stop thinking of ones that I say to you, or that I say to like Colton or Emma, and I was like, "Come on, Jacob."
There was one of them that I was like, "It's like I'll get to it," but I was like, "There's like 3 things that we say to this." So I was like, I don't know which one.
There is one. If we just have the exact same ones, it's gonna be super embarrassing.
No.
Because I was trying to do more ones that you say, or we both say, not ones that I say.
Oh.
Because you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, but we kind of both say most of them. But there were ones that was like, this is the same thing 3 times.
I have a lot of ones that are like, it just turned into like relationship trivia.
Yeah.
Or like household trivia, and that's just kind of how it's going to be, I think.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I sat with this prompt for months, and I never managed to come up with anything.
Honestly, it's tough.
Carry me.
Look, it's real tough. It's real tough. And I don't blame anyone for it.
That's great.
I had a plan, too. I had my notes app open. I was, like, ready. I had everything, and I couldn't think of a single one.
Damn.
The whole time.
Damn.
As I said, some are about you and I, and some are about like you and I with tertiary people in the environment that we hang out in. So,
I think you're going to be like me, and the floodgates will open as soon as you start to hear it.
I think so too.
I think yeah, because I was like, we have none, and then I watched somebody else's, and I was like, no, wait, no, hang on.
Yeah.
This is like putting the assignment out for the last possible minute. And get it done in class.
Yeah, that was me through all of school. I was literally, and I still work this way today, which is I procrastinate till the very last minute and then do it. And it definitely doesn't blow up in my face 50% of the time.
I don't think it does.
Huh?
I don't think it does.
It blew up in my face specifically, and 2 weeks ago, and it was you, and it hurt you. When we didn't have the HDMI cord, because I literally could have done it 3 hours earlier when you asked me to do it, and I didn't, and I was like, I'll just do it right when we go live, and then we couldn't find the cord, and you were like, alright, I'll just make a map, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
It worked out.
It did work out. It did, but I was just like, God damn it.
That's what I was out.
Yeah.
I was like, it just figures itself out.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't that big of a deal.
That's usually so.
That's great. I also forgot to do the questions yesterday, so I think there was a bunch from last week that we
I don't think we got nearly enough.
I think that's what we'll do is we had to skip through a bunch last time, so we'll just go there if we run out of stuff.
Wow.
So, all right, you want to do this? Jump in. All right, you want to start? You just have so many. I
Do you want to go back and forth, or?
I think back and forth.
I think so.
That works. If you want to do like one, and then we'll do one, and then we'll do one.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I need a thing.
Cool. There's no points here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I
really hope you get skibbity wimbles. That's what I say every day.
Okay, so we were talking about socks. earlier, oddly enough, and one of mine does pertain to socks. Now, a lot of mine are multiple choice, so I will not give not necessarily multiple choices, and I will accept either answer.
Okay.
What do we call socks?
What do we call socks, or what do you call socks?
I think you could accept any answer in the household.
I call them sakawates.
Yes. Sakawates is one of the fucking answers.
That's really funny.
Is it?
You want to give us the fucking etymology of sakawates?
Yeah.
We discovered that cacahuates is peanuts.
Yeah. So you just tackle the fuck on them.
Sakawates?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was one of those autism moments where Landon and I were talking back and forth at each other, and that just was born.
I mean, it works out. The other answer would have been sakis.
That's true. Yeah.
Sakis would also been accepted, but sakawates is the.
I thought it was going to be the opposite.
Answer.
I thought you were going to be the one saying sakawates because you said, "What do you call socks?" Or you used to be like, "Because you call them socks."
Yeah.
You call them locks.
I don't call them locks. That's ridiculous. You're insane.
I've never done that once in my life.
You just said 5 minutes ago.
I fucking edited it out.
It's fine. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
That's really funny.
The fucking beach ball back to you guys.
Go for it.
Me to go?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
And then I'll do the next one.
Okay.
After you do one.
What do we call the cats with your dad?
Oh, rats. Fucking rats. You guys are being rats. You come down the stairs and and they'll be like, they literally harmonize. They're like, because they all want food. And you'll be like, you guys are being rats. And you don't kick them, but you just kind of like move your feet around them. They're like,
and they all stay at the top of the stairs by the baby gate, and I can't open it because they're all pushing against it.
and not in like a funny way. This is like a genuine, like, if you are upset at them, like, I will hear like, you'll sit down and be like, be annoyed. And I'm like, are you okay? What's wrong? And you're like, the cats are being rats right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
I put down tiny rats.
Tiny rats, yeah. I don't really call them tiny rats.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense because if they were actual rats, they'd be
What we're going to learn today is that I give nothing a nickname, and Spencer gives everything 5 nicknames at minimum.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a game guessing all 5 nicknames that Spencer's given every object in our house.
Yeah, it happens.
I didn't actually. I should have.
And then eventually I get Stockholmed into using the nickname. And I'm like, fuck!
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
guess that works.
yeah.
Okay, did you say that you wanted to go? Or do you want me to
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I think we're going to stay down in the feet region.
We're going toe to head.
Show me your toesies. Let me see them real fast.
No,
I need to verify something.
I won't. No, thank you.
Oh.
You can use your own toes.
Count your toes.
Hey.
5 minutes into the podcast.
I want another name for your quote-unquote shoes.
What?
The shoes you're wearing before you put those ones on. What do you call them?
My Birkenstocks?
Okay, but...
You call them the Birkenstocks.
That's exactly what it was. That's correct. That's an answer.
I like that that's also almost socks. So there's like 3 different words for socks.
Same family.
I think that's most of what these are for
That's
us.
so funny. Freaking snacks.
There you go.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you go ahead.
What's the first one I did?
That's on you.
It's an easy one. I think we say this one all the time. This is what we call our headphones.
Oh, our peapods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about peapods.
Marcy also calls them peapods because he called them peapods.
Oh, that's cute.
And that's one that is I hated it for years, and now I say it, and it sucks. Yeah. I'm in the middle of the night. I'm like, you know where my peapods are? And I'm very clearly referring to my Raycons, which are not
It's
peapods.
funny because we called them peapods when we had Apple AirPods.
Yeah, because they were AirPods.
Yeah, but now we just both have Raycons, but they're still peapods.
Peapods.
It just sticks.
It does.
And I'll wake up and Marcy will have one because it fell into my ear when I'm sleeping. She goes, "Oh, Dad, peapod." I'm like, "Thanks." All right.
Sorry, I have to. Well, this is one part trivia, one part me reading my own Sanskrit.
Oh.
Okay. So this is kind of a 2-parter. So we'll come back in the next question to kind of clarity on this, right? Until recently, what is the only magic card you knew?
Ugin.
Yeah.
Eugene?
Yes.
Eugene.
Exactly.
I knew that one.
Yeah. exactly
That's
what I
not
wanted.
true either because I did know Sporefrog. Thank you guys.
Well, it's a new Spore Frog, but you could call him Frog. That's fine.
You call him Frog.
Fucking respect his, put some respect on his name, alright? My man's Spore Frog. I did. I absolutely love that card. Landon got me a playing that for Christmas one year.
Nico Bulbus.
Yeah, Nico
Bulbus. Jack, and oh my god, we have so many. So there's a character named Obnixilis. And Saban, my brother-in-law, will call him Throb Nicholas. And then Saban calls him, Jack calls him Bob Nicholas.
What's the other one with the Elish Nord? That's the only one that I
Nord's
actually
a good card. Yeah,
right.
Look, I'm glad that you know only mythics that could pay our card payment.
Yeah.
It's good
He's like
value.
Tarmogoyf. Triskaidekaphile.
Shortcut to mushrooms.
Shut up.
That's a good one too.
Shut up.
That was recent.
Well, hang on. Let me just kill that one.
Oh, did I already say one?
No, you get double points. That's just going to be the next answer is what is your current favorite card? Just shortcut to mushrooms.
Wait, why is that your favorite card?
Because it's that scene in Lord of the Rings where they roll down and he's like, mushrooms!
Mushrooms! I think I broke something.
Yeah, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do we say when we can tell Marceline is tired?
This is on mine as well.
Yeah.
The missile is very EP.
Yeah. Or Code Sleepy.
Yeah.
Code Sleepy?
Code Sleepy's the
That's
other
fun.
one. Yeah.
I love that one.
I think Code Sleepy was me, and the missile is very EP as you.
Yeah.
But we both say both. Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's from that copy pasta thing.
Yeah.
Where, like, the missile is very EP. The missile is a little guy. The missile needs to go. It's very sleeve G. And it sounds like, the broadcast guy saying where the missile is supposed to be, but it's saying that it's EP and sleeve G.
Yeah. Did you see the face that you make right now? Yeah, because he knows all about that fucking comic.
The missile.
Yeah, the fucking just knows where it is because it knows what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stupid.
My older brother sent that to me months ago, and it just stuck.
Yeah, Lucas is insane.
The missile is very sleepy.
God damn it. Let me see here.
Does it say the missile needs a little... What does it say? The missile
A
needs...
long day of splashing bandits.
That's what it is! Splashing bandits!
Okay, let's diversify a little bit. When you and I and Bethany are ordering from Burger King, what does she get?
The Impossible.
Exactly.
The Impossible! My god!
Which is what the register abbreviates Impossible Whopper to on the receipt.
Yeah.
Impossible!
And I think at one point they were like, hey, can you verify, make sure this is correct? And I looked down, it said 2 Impossible, and I'm like, I think that's what I want.
2 Impossible!
What's that audio that she quotes all the time?
Which one? There's a lot of them. She's incredibly autistic.
I think it's a number 9.
Oh, Burger King put lettuce?
Oh, no.
No, that's not
No.
5 Whoppers and 5 more
Yes,
Whoppers.
5 Whoppers
See,
and
that
5.
counts as your question. That counts. Yeah, 5 Whoppers and 5 more Whoppers.
I say that one all the time as well.
Yeah, Jake.
I can't not, when we're in the drive-thru, either say that one or the Whopper.
Yeah.
Double, triple Whopper.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was just an ad, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was one going around when Last of Us, the show, came out, and it had somebody drew like a little Ellie doing like breakdancing to it. And that was funny.
You're okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay, this is I don't really say this, but this is what you refer to our daughter about 90% of the time. Specifically, when you want me to go do something with her, like you want me to go get her, you want me to go check on her, you want me to go put her in the car, something like that. There is a nickname you refer to her as.
Marble?
There's another part to it, right before it. Proper noun.
Oh, the marble?
There you go.
Yeah.
The marble. Yeah. Can you go get the marble?
Yeah.
That's it.
She's the
Let's
marble.
go. They
Oh, the marble.
Tracks.
Yep.
Okay, let me see what I got. Okay, I have this fun. My favorite order from Kalima's, but pronounced incorrectly.
Oh my god.
Is it because you always get the fajitas?
Vegeta's close.
Is it vaginas?
It's vaginas, but there's one more thing in front of it. It's a type of vaginas I get.
Oh, God. I know that you always get chicken.
Which is what in Spanish?
Oh, whale?
Which is pronounced incorrectly how? Yeah, polo vaginas. Yeah, anytime we get things, I go, can I get the polo vaginas?
I don't think
God
I've
damn
ever
it.
heard you order like that.
No, I never say it in public. I always say fucking the right correct thing. But when we're at home ordering on DoorDash, I ask for polo vaginas.
Polo vaginas.
It's the same thing as, I think I'll use my credit card.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I have the polo vaginas.
I have one for you.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna...
There you go.
Go ahead.
Can you explain the plan
What?
to build a road from one end of Iceland to the other?
What are they building?
That's not the question. That's not entirely how you answer that question, but that is in reference to the vertical highway. Which for the long, yeah, I can try and tell a story. So when we first met, this is just trauma.
Something you did.
Yeah. When we first got together, I don't know what the context is or what entirely it was, but we were talking about something, probably the fucking bullshit about our city, how hard it is to move from north to south in our town. And you were talking about how our city, for some reason, you made up city ordinance for a goof, and they never told me why or what that was wrong about them doing a highway that would run north to south. You did not say north to south, you said vertical. But I understood that as like lateral.
Yeah.
And not up in the air and downward.
Perpendicular to the 198.
Yes. And then I then proceeded to tell everyone I knew for probably 5 years in a mom and pop shop that God, I can't wait for them to finish that vertical highway around town. Until I brought it up again to you in probably a context of, God, it's taken a long time. And you're like, that was a lie I told you 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
And you continue to tell everyone this, despite there being no construction anywhere.
I just believed you. I just assumed I couldn't see it. There's the work.
There was implicit trust.
Yeah, it's the same. That's why I don't trust you when I go anywhere. And you're like, can you get me this? I'm like, I don't know if that's real.
Yeah.
And asking for Mr. Pibb.
Yeah, Mr. Pibb.
Mr. Pibb.
God, that's
It's not
funny.
Mr. Pibb here.
Okay.
It is
It's
real.
not called Mr. Pibb anymore. Though.
No, it's not.
What's it called?
Pibb Extra.
And it's been
That's
called that
bullshit.
since
For like
the early
50 years.
2000s.
That's bullshit. Make it Mr.
But
Pibb.
everyone just knows it as Mr. Pibb.
Okay. I don't know if I need extra Pibb. I just want Pig
It's
himself.
Pibb Extra.
Yeah. Lacey.
Ignore corn.
And to Pilk.
I think Pilk is really gross.
Pilk is
I think
good.
I would always prefer Pibb to Pilk. At least Pibb is established. I don't say Pill. That's
Pill?
wait. I did the thing again where I'm like milk is spelled with a P. No, it's not. It would be Mr. Bibb.
Mr. Bibb? They all suggest things, not recreate things we have to say later now.
Mr. Bibb.
Yeah, Mr. Bibb.
That's so dumb.
There was.
Oh, but it could also be Mr. Pilk.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways.
Mr. Pibb's my father's name.
Yeah.
I'm just
Call me
Bill.
Pibb Extra.
Pibb Extra.
What do I call Coca-Cola?
That. You call it a crisp Coca-Cola.
No.
You call it a crisp. I make fun of you for this.
Specifically when we're in a drive-thru and you ask me what I want to drink.
You got grace to start saying it.
I did.
Yeah.
And cold.
Here's how the conversation goes.
Yeah.
I want In-N-Out. Okay. What do you want? I want a grilled cheese, animal style fries, and a cock.
Yeah.
You got it. Grace now also calls Coke cock. It's not even cute and funny the way you guys do yours, where it's like, polo fajitas or whatever. It's just another word. It's just called cock. And then every time I have to read the order to the person in and out. And in my head I'm like, don't say cock, don't say cock, don't say cock. That would be so crazy. And I'm like, in a cock, I mean a
You'd be shocked how often that happens at the drive-thru. Someone orders a cock.
A cock?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Can I get a large iced cock?
And it's memorable every time, so if you've ever gone through a drive-thru and said cock, they remember.
Well, maybe we should start saying it
And they
just to make
talk
their
about
day.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
that guy ordered poop.
Okay. We're talking about stuff in a similar vein. What's Dr. Pepper's name?
Dr. Pee-Pee.
Dr. Pee-Pee.
Yes.
Yeah. Shepherd's Pee-Pee wasn't on here because Dr. Pee-Pee was.
I was wondering.
Shepherd's feet.
It's just Shepherd's Pie, but I don't know why we call it Shepherd's Pee-Pee.
That's so funny.
Because the
But-
shepherd is a pee-pee.
Well, I guess.
This is what you refer to me when you're being. This one's a little harder, but you'll still get it. You're. I guess you're trying to be playful, but you're also being kind of serious, and you're like, and you call me a certain name.
Oh, with Mr. Bugs?
No, but you do call me that, and that's strange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm being playful about it?
yeah, you're being playful, and let's say you hand me something.
Oh, Lord?
There you go. You love me, Lord.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I'm like, can you scoot over? And you're like, would you like me to move
yes,
me, Lord?
Lord.
Yeah, it's so dumb. God, I think that started when we were into Game of Thrones and Podrick kept saying
Yeah,
it, and
Lord.
he literally just never stopped saying
Yeah.
me, Lord. It was like a whole week where he just said me, Lord, all week, and I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I'm going to talk about, but but it's not on my thing, which is after we watched, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, I probably have talked about this on the podcast, but Lacey can hear it, which is that when we first watched Critical Role Campaign 2,
Yeah.
and we were both really into it, Laura Bailey's character Jester had like a kind of like an accent when she spoke, and she kind of talked like these.
And it wormed itself into my brain for like 2 weeks.
I no joke. She spoke like this all the
I
time
couldn't stop.
to the point where we woke up one day and got in the car, and you were still talking like Jester, and I had to stop and be like, okay, you need to stop. Like, this is cute. You got it.
We don't have audio.
Hey everybody, we've been recording for 30 minutes and then the SD card failed. So either one of two methods happened. We've either started the podcast here or we have cut in after the audio has been noticeably different because I tried to mix the camera audio and maybe it was good enough that we kept it in. But yeah.
If it's asked, you could put it at the end, and if they care, they could go and watch
It's not a bad idea.
because we're doing a little game, and Lacey's here.
They jump in and watch the end and then watch the beginning. I'd rather like put it in and then be like skip if you hate the sound
That's fair.
quality
That's
that
fair.
bad.
Okay, we'll do something like that.
Okay, there we go.
We'll see what's
At
look
least
like,
you know
and
what's
then-
going on.
And then you as the viewer will see
if-
how it came together.
If the
There we
audio
go.
was too bad, Lacey's here.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
playing
yeah.
a game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
when should we
playing a
intro all
relationship
of it?
lingo game. We're
Yeah.
talking about all the little things that we say to each other all the
Yeah.
time. And well, I mean, between
Yeah.
yeah. And what were we just talking about? I was talking about how you were talking like Jester.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like 2
and I
months.
needed an intervention.
It was a singular intervention of me
Yeah.
in the car, being
It's
like,
been like,
being like,
That's enough.
because it was cute, and I wasn't like trying to ruin your fun, but like, I need everybody to imagine like one day, and then you wake up the next day, and you
then
go to
the
sleep
next
that
day.
night, and then you wake up the next day, and then you go to sleep that night. Now that times 3, it gets to a point where you're like, "Are you okay?"
No.
Like, I actually am concerned for your health.
Yeah.
Like and you're like, "I'm fine," and I'm like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's crazy." Anyways,
Anyway.
that was for the guess of that one was. What was the one that I had that we just did?
Oh, me lord.
Me Lord.
Me Lord.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay.
You are me Lord.
Now that we may be either 10 minutes in or 30, I'm going to start kind of over here a little bit.
That can't be good.
In our Geico app,
Oh no.
What?
the cars have nicknames. I don't want the Rangers, but I will take either the Bronco or the Explorer's nickname.
Chungus.
Chungus?
Hang
The
on.
Explorer is named Chungus. Specifically Big Chungus.
There we go. That's what I want.
Because
Big
he's
Chungus?
a fat bitch.
Yeah. And
The
for bonus,
heaviest, fattest bitch we have.
and for bonus points, what is the Broncos?
Didn't we decide to call it some stupid shit like Juice Box?
It was called the Juice Box.
The juice box.
Because
That's
OJ
cool.
fled in a Bronco.
Nice.
Yeah, he did.
Nice. Juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
That's really funny.
A nice
Yeah, now
box
he's
of
loose.
orange juice.
Yeah, the juice box.
That's funny.
Yeah, loose into the beyond.
Yeah.
He's
I'm laughing if you would have called it fat bitch.
fat
Instead-
bitch.
Yeah.
instead of
I do,
Big
yeah.
Chungus.
I do call it that more often.
Yeah, that's why, because we call it a tank,
Yeah.
fat bitch.
Most of the time, I refer to it as the disability bus.
Well, that's true, I guess. For anyone that doesn't know, we have a wheelchair accessible van that shoots at a ramp. Not
Yes.
shoot, doesn't go poof like a goddamn hydraulic press.
Yeah.
Or like those things you kill cows with.
But it's
I almost just spit out this entire drink.
Doesn't go.
I had to hold that laugh in.
Yeah.
Thought that you pull up, open the door, and
Yeah.
it
Shatters
slams
the street.
into the concrete.
Yeah. Lands
No one would
ejected
ever
out of the
park
car.
too close.
Okay. Go ahead. If you got any left.
Oh, is it me?
Sorry
Oh,
for
I do.
audio. Yeah,
I do.
sorry for
No,
audio
I
to
have
destroy
more.
you. But
I have more.
I also
please pop
remembered
off.
Oh.
You want to go first so you don't forget?
Oh wait, can we do something really quick?
Yeah.
For anybody who like skipped forward, can you just say without any context the ones that you've already done?
Oh.
Can you just say them?
Like the answers?
Yeah. The ones that we've already done.
Okay.
Sakawates.
Yeah.
For socks.
Yeah. For mine is what do we call socks sometimes? And the answers are sakis or sakawates.
There you go.
Which is a play on the Spanish word for peanuts.
Cacahuates.
You sometimes call your Birkenstocks your Birkenschnocks.
You call them
Well,
that.
I'm not saying who it is, but sometimes we do. The two magic card names you know
Yugen.
and
Spore Frog.
no the newest card that you know.
Oh, shortcut to mushrooms.
Yes.
Shrooms.
And then oh fuck. What the hell does that even say? I have no idea anymore. Oh, and then when I order something from a Mexican restaurant that I really want, but it's pronounced incorrectly.
Polo fajitas.
Yeah, polo fajitas.
Polo fajitas.
Instead of pollo fajitas.
Do you want to tell the vertical highway story again?
No.
yeah. Why don't you tell the fourth time?
Yeah, you
I
know,
cut
there
it
was-
twice.
There's also Imposswap.
Oh,
Impossible
yes.
swap, yes.
Bethany orders an impossible because that's what the register shortcuts it to.
And,
then-
Dr. PP,
Dr.
Yes.
PP.
Dr. PP or Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
as well as Shepherd's PP.
Yes, they are.
PP.
They're the same.
What was and then the one
when the cats have been bad, we call them rats or tiny rats. When we can tell Marceline is tired, it's a code sleepy, or the missile is very eepy.
Yeah.
And then I call Coca-Cola cock.
Stupid. We call our headphones pea pods. Whenever you want me to do something with Marcy, you help Marcy, you call her the marble. And then you also say, you also call me Milord.
I do.
A lot.
Yeah.
When you want something from me.
Yeah, we would. And now it's my turn again.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What's something we say every time we have soup?
Oh. I don't feel like we'd really do this anymore.
Oh.
But you, for a really long time, you say it. You still say it all the time.
Yeah.
The Adam Driver thing.
Yeah.
It's good soup.
It's good soup.
Yeah. It's good soup.
Sometimes I also say good scoop because I sometimes
Yeah, okay. That's more what I was thinking, is that you call soup scoop.
Yeah, it's good soup.
You'd be like, I want scoop.
I want
scoop.
Scoop is. I had scoop last night. Your mom made us soup.
What was the one you just did? Because it made me remember one.
Oh fuck! I don't remember.
What was it?
When I just
The one you just
the one
did.
about our cars.
The car.
cars.
Oh, Jacob, come on.
It's okay.
Should I let you go first?
There's one with cars. I have another car one, but I remembered a car one. Oh no, it's not. It has nothing to do with cars.
Oh,
What is it?
what is it?
Our TV, you can connect to it with Apple Play.
Yeah.
And you have to pick the name of the TV.
You do.
What's the name of the TV?
It's called the Poopin' Fartin'.
That's funny.
It's one word, poopin' fartin', and
Yeah.
it's with
And
a D.
then
Of course.
our
Put some
sound
respect on
bar below the TV, it scrolls and it spells out Poopin' Fartin'.
Yeah, and when it says it's connected, it'll be like, but it can only do two letters at a time,
Yeah.
so it'll go P, POOPENFARDEN. It's like, thank you.
Do you remember what our TV is called?
That's so. Is this your question?
Yes.
I know that it is Yowie is involved, but I cannot remember.
I thought it was Yowie is involved.
No, I think it's Yowie something. Or maybe that's the email you created for
For the TV.
Want me to tell you?
Yes. Yes.
It's Yowie God 420.
That's what it is. There we go. I can't remember.
That's so awesome.
Oh, I actually thought of another one, but that's. No, oh wait, I shouldn't say that because I was going to ask you what our password is to our Comcast account.
Yeah. Can you just tell me what our password? Let's say all our passwords. But yes,
I will not be answering that.
That's good. We should.
Really funny.
We
Your
should.
password
It was
is
actually
Yowie
a
God
pass.
420.
I was actually testing. It was a captcha. I was seeing if you thought I was a robot.
Did you know that the most common password is 1 2 3 4 5 6?
Yeah, that surprised me.
People
It's just
are
easier.
stupid.
Wow, Craig, tell us all your passwords.
Your mom.
We'll
Okay.
cut it out.
Your mom 420.
Okay, so in particular to your face, it's something I do that annoys you.
I know this one.
I hate you so much.
What do I do?
You walk up to me and put your thumb on my nose and then just like push it up and down and then ask me why I'm sniffing.
You're like, what are you smelling, dude?
Go,
What are you smelling?
what are you smelling?
It's really different, dude.
I just want to let you know that Pepper's told us about this maybe 3 times, and it's really funny every time.
Yeah.
It's
Like sometimes I go
stupid.
lazy and
Can,
just do
can,
this.
can I show them? Because your nose is perfect for this. I've done it to 100
Oh my
people at this
God.
point.
Yeah.
Let me see. Come here. Your nose is just like. What are you smelling, dude? What are you
smelling?
smelling? Does it smell good?
You're so stupid.
What are you blushing for? Okay.
Yeah, you did it to Jack, and Jack's nose is just too big for it.
Yeah. I do have a follow up to this later, but so remember this.
My turn?
No, it's actually my turn, even though I did come up with one in the
Oh,
middle
no,
of
go
the
ahead.
last one.
We
Okay.
got past 10 minutes.
Yippee!
We did it!
So,
The
let's hope
audio's
it's-
working.
let's hope it's fine now.
Sorry, everybody. Okay. We're driving,
Yeah.
and there is like an enormous truck. We both say it.
Oh, he's got big wheels.
Yeah.
Big whims.
Yeah, big whims. Oh, you got a
Yeah.
big twuck.
Big
Oh,
twuck,
you got
yeah.
a big old twuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a huge twuck you got.
Yeah.
That's it. We just talk like a baby at the truck all the time.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
It has to be like a lifted truck.
It has to be enormous, and it has to sound like as it comes over. It has to sound like a pod racer when it comes into the lane in front of us.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, you got your big twuck! Oh, that's such a you've lifted whims." Yeah. Anyways, that's it.
No, that one's good.
I have one in a similar vein, but I
Okay.
don't know if you
Go
spent
ahead.
enough time in the car with me.
Okay.
This might be a landing question.
Yeah.
What do I call big trucks?
I don't know. I know that you do rage at them and say they have a small pee-pee, but that's all I know.
Usually I just say, sorry about your penis, bro.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Your penis, bro.
What
That's
do you
so
say?
funny.
Educate the audience.
especially if it's like a dually. And if it's lifted, I call it the Pussy Slayer 9000.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I would have ever gotten
If
that.
they're coming up
awesome.
behind me and they're going to tailgate me, I'm like, oh, look out! Here's the Pussy Slayer 9000.
That's dumb, dude. Oh, it's me then.
It's
huh?
you now.
Okay. So to follow up with the nose one, that's something that I do to annoy you. What do you do to annoy me?
So much.
Can
you be more specific?
I feel like they both interact with each other.
So much.
Sometimes it's a particular noise you make. Sometimes, but it is an action, but it's kind of like a faux action. Like you're doing a thing, but you're not actually doing.
Oh, when I go up and spit on you?
Yeah, yeah. But you should specify.
I don't.
Yeah, just leave it there.
I don't.
You should specify.
I don't physically spit on him, but I'll walk up to him and I'll make this noise, like I'm spitting on him.
Whoa! Oh my god! I gotta do that to you sometimes.
What?
I'll just make noises you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't do it though.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
But that is something you do.
Sometimes if you're like
it's
all-
part of our bit.
If you're like being annoying at me and you're like I'll be like,
Yeah.
because you hate that
I
shit.
do.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you say after you feel the baby move?
Ooh, brother. Ooh.
I wrote down that scares me.
Yeah. Oh. I also say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That it's a whole thing, because if I feel the baby move a little bit, it's like, okay, that's nice. But when I feel like a full foot,
Yeah.
like it's about to chest burst out of your body, it immediately makes me spiral so hard that like 1,000 bad things are going to happen, and I'm like, I hate that. That scares the fuck out of me. Yeah, that scares me so much. Anyways,
Okay. This is how bros greet each other.
Patting each other's wombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta walk up to your bro and
What?
you gotta pat his womb.
I don't know.
Hell yeah.
You want to explain it for the class? This is just something you have that I
Hell
know
yeah.
about.
I don't know if there's really a lot of explanation about
This is what
that
happens?
one. That's just
Sometimes.
you got to get your bros pregnant. It's really important.
Jesus
The boy
Christ.
impregnator. Jack and I say that all the fucking time. It's that meme of Gortash, and he's like, "At least I can't be pregnant," and then the dirge is behind him and says, "Not for long." Says the boy impregnator. Jack and I will add that to the end of so many sentences. We'll just be like, "Oh, well, yep, whatever." Like Mia will say that we're queer baiting,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "Oh well, not for long," said the boy impregnator. I don't know why I have your shoe.
I don't know.
What you got?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, your
Sorry. When I give you my debit card.
Oh, your debit card?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've recently passed this on to Pepper.
I think I'll use my credit card.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have something very similar to that.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Yeah. Something that I say when I take your wallet.
Oh, I thought it was. I think I'll use my credit card.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we keep referencing it lately, but it's this fucking Vine. I think of a guy. He's like an Asian guy, and he's like, "Hey, look, I'm a white man," and he goes, "I think I'll use my credit card," and it's
Yeah.
really funny.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
I have 3 things written down for this. I think I'll use your. I think I'll use my credit card, but I wrote down I think I'll use your credit card because that's normally what I say.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you said.
Yeah, but I have 2 other things written down. If you'd like to try to guess what they are.
When you take my wallet,
Yeah, sometimes I'll say that.
I don't know.
They're do you want me to just tell you?
Yeah, what are they?
I put down credit card. You got
Oh
it.
my god, how could I forget that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then,
that's not when you're asking for it, that's when I give it to you.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta go to Target. Can I have your card? And I go, credit card?
You got it. Yeah. And
that's,
then I also put down, give me your fucking money.
yeah, give me your fucking money. That's right, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
The second one is from Home Alone 2, and it makes me and my family laugh really hard because it's when Kevin is calling the hotel to get the room, or and then he wants to check in, and he plays it back on a recording, but then he slows it down. Yeah. So he in his little voice is like, credit card, you got it. And then when they're like, and can you provide your credit card on the other side of the phone, but it's slowed down, so he goes, credit card, you got it. Yeah. It's really funny.
And then
right.
Give me your fucking money is a fine.
Yeah, give me your fucking money.
She does that baby doll.
Yeah, she does that baby doll.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see what I got.
Leave my shoes alone.
Okay. Whenever you're in bed and I enter the room for the first time, what is the question I always ask?
The funny one or the more filled with despair one?
Oh my god!
I don't know.
I want to hear both.
Yeah, either, I guess. Either, and this may be my downfall.
Despair first.
Yeah, this may be my downfall to give you the willpower to say both, but you can.
Well, the despair one is when I was sick, you would come into the room, and if I was asleep, you'd come and make sure I was still breathing.
So that's something I would do. If you were sleeping, I'd come over and make sure that there was breath in your nose. That is unfortunately the despair answer. And sometimes I still do it.
Yes.
But it's purely a drama response. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you're sleeping so soundly. And I'm like,
are you dead?
Oh, so sweet. I'm like, uh-oh. That's too... I'm like, oh, you haven't snored once? You haven't moved?
Wait.
Oh, you're just sleeping.
Yeah.
It's the cut to that fucking TikTok thing, and it's the World War II guy with his eyes like sucking in, and it's the amazing grace.
What is the funny answer?
Usually you walk in, you bust in the door, and you're like, you seeping?
You bust the door?
I don't know if I ever bust the door, but I
bust every door.
I will say,
you are the single loudest person in the whole household.
That's so funny because I feel like you're the quietest here. Yeah. I feel like you move so swiftly
loud.
and so silently.
I do, regardless of what time it could be 1 a.m. If I see you for the first time in bed, I'm like, you sleeping?
You sleeping?
It's funnier with the Kool-Aid Man aspect to it. You sleeping?
Every single light in the house is on, and the fucking door bangs against the wall.
No matter what, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Regardless if you are awake, you still say yes. And if you're not, I go, oh, you're sleeping. And then I leave.
Oh, you sleeping.
Sometimes you could just be just like playing asleep, and I go, oh, you're sleeping. And I leave.
Oh, you sleeping. That's funny.
There
Do
you
you have
go.
any more?
I actually don't think I do.
I think I have one more.
Well, because I also had the missiles very EP on mine. Yeah, I didn't have any more.
Okay, I have one more.
That's perfect.
What do I say after my doctor appointments?
They took my blood.
A little more specific.
Oh. I know what you say before.
What?
Before you're like, I have to pee, and they're
Yeah.
going to look at my coochie and my butt.
No. They stabbed me and took my pee.
You also say that one.
Yeah.
They stabbed me and took my pee.
Yeah.
You also say they took my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Also,
Okay. Let's see what my
they're
best
going to
one
want me
is.
to pee, and I don't have to pee, but I drink a bunch of water, and now I have to pee.
Yeah. That's a vicious cycle.
Okay, I have a couple left, but I will pick the last melon, and we'll stop there.
Okay.
I have one as well.
Okay, do you want to go first?
No, because I just forgot it.
God damn it,
It was gone instantly.
son of a. Okay,
Oh no,
well,
it was a good one too. Oh,
go on, say it quickly.
what do we say anytime we had just the slightest amount of emotional vulnerability?
That was going to be my question.
Oh my God, you're both sick.
That was gonna be my question. I was like, well, what do we say when we're affectionate and then we become self-aware? I say, what are you, gay? That was exactly my question.
Yes.
Okay.
So funny.
Okay. Then I have one more.
Okay.
Self-aware is really
Okay.
funny.
This is the last one, and it's again. There's two acceptable answers here. What are some alternative names for Landon? There are two, which for people who don't know,
there
Landon
are many.
Is Lacey's brother.
There's he's the little baby man. He's Glem.
He's Glem.
There was another one.
Glam.
I don't know.
That was the only two.
Those are
I
the two
guess-
answers I have are Baby Man or Glim.
Okay.
That's really
Yeah.
funny.
I thought we had more, but
I mean, they're probably.
suddenly can't
I
remember
don't
them.
know, but
That's
but
crazy.
Glim's kind of the classic. I don't know where it came from or why we started calling that, but I'm
I
like,
just
it's Glim.
I just tell him to get out.
That sounds like a Smiling Friends character.
Yeah,
I will walk in and sometimes I call him fat bitch.
rude.
I'm allowed. I'm his sibling.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just met the ones with the goofy, so it works out. It's more. It's just what's funny that you and I had the same thing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Emma and I do. Emma flips me off all the time. She's just like, I'll be like, "Hey, can you do this?" She's like, "Okay." Like, it could be silent, and we both just look at each other, and she'll be like, her instinct is, and she like, it's so violent. She's like shaking when she does it. I'm
It
like,
is.
God, damn, that's
She
insane.
does have a face. Okay, so we have either 10 minutes
Wow.
or 20.
You know what's something that I think both of you do that I don't think is like a thing that it would be on this list, but it's
Yeah.
like that's funny that both of you do that. Whenever there's something that is like a little, you're not disgusted by it.
Okay.
It's a mixture of emotions of shock, disgust, and curiosity.
Who?
Both of you
I see.
do it
Okay.
because you just did it before we started.
Yeah.
When I told you about Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream, you both go, "Oh." Like that. The emotion is shock, confusion, and curiosity, but also a slight amount of disgust. And
intrigue.
you also
Go
do
on.
that. I'm like, hey, look at this. You're like, oh, what is that?
Did I pick that up from you or did you pick that up from me?
It's weird. We're past the point where any of that's even knowable now. We've been there too long to know who. It's fucking chicken in the egg.
We're coming
thing.
up on 9 years. I just
Long.
realized.
Damn.
Too long. Too long.
Ugh.
Damn, that's
I
insane.
have no idea how anything works anymore.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
said ugh to 9 years like I was disgusted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a long
years.
time. Shit, and for 5 of it, I was lying to people.
For 4 of it, I was sick with cancer.
That's true.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You beat me.
Wait, did that coincide? Did the bridge coincide with
Yes.
the cancer?
So you finally gave in while you were sick? Like, and told Pepper that, like... Or wait, did it start?
No,
Then?
it started in probably 2016, 2017.
When we first got together, and then I told you...
I feel like we were driving to chemo.
That's what I was saying, yeah. So you...
No, I thought that it came out way before that. Weren't we still at the pool house?
Well, if that's true, then I was only telling it for like 2 years. If that. It's a small lie. A little fib.
I don't remember now.
2 years is still a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To tell everybody he knows.
Between the two of us, we like lied about something for like 2 years.
I'm always, every time we tell the story, I'm always really fascinated by why nobody said a single word for however many years you told the story.
Because if I heard
honestly,
that
we
from
need
you,
it.
I'd be like, oh, that's cool that they're doing that. I didn't know that.
I think that's the response everyone's gotten.
So at the very least, I don't think anybody was like, dumbass. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah. I also didn't necessarily say it was vertical. Like, I don't know if I said it was going into the air, which is how you...
No, you definitely
originally
said
meant
vertical
it.
highway.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's crazy.
Because I used to say it all the time. I said it until you started saying it.
I don't know. It's tricky. It's hard to say.
Because you used to be like, you mean that highway that they're going to build? And I'm like, yeah, the vertical highway. And then eventually you like gave in and started saying vertical highway.
So,
That was the long con.
yeah, well, it was. It was a long con.
I gotta come up with something like that. I gotta get you real good.
There's gaslight for a
feel
long
like-
time.
Every time I try to do it to you, I mean, you're just smart and you can figure it out. But like, not saying you're not smart. I would probably believe vertical highway easily. But
Which is something we need.
it is like, it makes sense. That's the thing. And I'm serious. If you would have said that to me, I would have been like, oh, that's cool that they're doing that. And I would just implicitly trust you.
I think I just asked too many questions. I feel like I'd get
that's
you
it.
that way.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it was still
I'd be
going
like, how
on
does that
and
work?
you just made Pepper spiral about it? You just were like, you're like, wait, I don't know. Wait.
It's all a lie.
Oh
It's
my
all a
God.
lie.
I don't know if there's anything I've really tricked you about. I mean, like, maybe for like a day I like got something, but I don't know what it was.
Most recently was the car.
What?
You kind of, when we were trying to get the car that we have now.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we mentioned it, but we got a new car. You went, and I was with Marceline, and you kind of made it seem like we didn't get, like, we couldn't qualify for the car, and then you kind of just showed up and you had the car, and I was like, oh, that's super awesome. But it wasn't really a lie. I was just like, hey, any updates? And you were like, I'm busy.
No, this was a strategy to avoid the worst thing ever, which is you disappointed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting at your parents' house with Marceline eating Sonic, like, I don't know what's happening right now.
I was at the dealership, like, if this still does, I can't give you any hope, because if it doesn't happen, the despair from the disappointment will be worse than the anxiety about whether or not it's happening or not.
You're right.
And so if I would have showed up and been like, we're going to have to wait, you would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if I would have said, we're getting it, oh, no, we're not, you would have been like,
oh yeah, that's fair.
not
No,
really.
we just,
You wouldn't
we
have
had
screamed and cried.
We were trying to get the new car, and we were going on a trip in like a few days, and I was like, it's gonna suck really bad if we don't get the new car.
Yeah.
But then we did. And it was fine.
Exactly. Oh my God, there's just a question from last time that says, what is a character you regret playing? I'm not even gonna, I can't answer that. I don't think there is a character I regret playing, unless there was like a campaign I regret playing, but I don't think that's a real thing.
I think it's Branch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so much the characters, just the class.
Yeah.
But I should know better than play a spellcaster.
Yeah.
That's really it. Or the Artificer. It's just not quite my cup of tea, and I knew it going in.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, Artificer's really weird. We've talked about it a bunch.
Yeah.
About how it's a whole thing. Oh. I wanted to ask you about Dragon Age.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
It fun? It good?
I am having a great time.
That's awesome.
There's complaints, and I think that a lot of people have really legitimate criticism of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the criticism is really fucking stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
But
that's kind of what I saw.
Some of it is valid. For me, I don't want to spoil too much, for people who haven't played the game, but the main story by itself is one of the most spectacular storylines in Dragon Age that I played through.
Cool. Whoa, that's awesome.
It's fantastic. I experienced the full breadth of human emotion during the ending, and it just kept going. I felt like I was getting gut punched one after another. Damn. It was awesome. My complaint, I think, would be that I don't think the companions are fleshed out very well. I think that they're missing a lot of story. The romances kind of are missing a lot of content. I think for Lucanus there's only 20 minutes total in the entire 70 hour game, which is unfortunate. But I still really love all of the companions despite that, and that's cool. I have put over 350 hours in the game so far.
Did you enjoy it more than Baldur's Gate 3?
Yes, I think I did, because Baldur's Gate didn't have any games before it. I mean, it had 1 and 2, but they are
from
not,
the 90s.
But they weren't like, they didn't directly lead into the story. Unlike Dragon Age, where Inquisition like created the villain for Veilguard.
It's been building up. And you've been like playing them as you've been going.
So this is like a world and a story that's almost 20 years in the making, and we finally got to see the story end.
That's so cool.
And there's some parts of the ending that still make me cry.
Oh man, that's really cool. That's so awesome.
It's good.
Did it wrap up everything?
Sorry,
I know you don't want to spoil it, but like
no, it's complicated to answer because there's a lot of stuff that they did wrap up for the main story. There's some stuff that was kind of hand waved away like Dragon Age does. And then there's most of the companion storylines I feel like didn't have a very satisfying end. You don't for example, you don't talk to your romance after the final battle. It just ends. The game just ends. You're like, you defeat the things you need to defeat, and then it just ends. And I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, cool.
I thought I was kissing someone.
Hang on.
That's kind of how Baldur's Gate's though too. Or at least when it first came out. It was very much that same way where you did the thing and then that was it. You got small little stuff. But if you kind of messed it up a little bit, you got nothing, and then Astarion ran away in the sun, and then that game ended.
It depended on who it was, because that's the thing. If you romanced Astarion, you get a whole thing at the end of the game where you get to hang out and talk to him. But fuck you if you romanced Lae'zel or Will. You don't get shit.
It's actually worse.
Oh no!
Imagine remind me, what's the last fight for Baldur's Gate? It's the brain, is it not?
Yes.
Okay, imagine the brain. You kill the brain, the game ends.
Awesome. So cool.
You get your little Dragon Age like end cut scene that you usually do, where they go through like a really quick rundown of what everyone does afterwards. And it basically just says that the Veilguard remains vigilant and that they're working on stuff. And then there's like a secret cut scene that you can unlock if you do certain side quests. That I'm not going to talk about. And then that's it. That's all you get.
This is why we need Lord of the Rings endings. This will make sense, I swear. Lord of the Rings endings for video games, because the same thing is in almost every RPG I've ever played, and I played, where I just get so upset at the endings because it's an ending. Like everything ends and it sucks. But like I think in the development process of video games, we need to start putting the ending not here but here, and then we should just make more game after the ending, just a little bit, just so that we have like a different sort of ending to the game that like continues on. Because I've compared to Lord of the Rings, because at the Return of the King, like that, the ring is in Mount Doom for 30 minutes and the movie keeps going because you want to know everything that happens afterwards. And then I would much rather be so sick and tired of it that I'm glad it ended, over being like, what the fuck happened? Wait, that's where it ends? Like, make me so sick of it that I'm done now, and then I'll be happy, because then at least I have all of that to live with, you know?
You need a good resolution. Because if the climax is over and you're done with all the opposition and you've beaten all the evils, and then if it ends there, then you don't know if it was even worth it.
Exactly. You
don't know how your character has reacted to the changing world and how your companions are doing, and it's just done.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Exactly. Soap just gets fucking shot, and then the next scene, they're mourning him, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that actually, like the other day. We were like in the car, nothing started it. We were both just like, they really just fucking killed him, and then the next scene they're mourning him, and then that's it. And it's like, wow, that was so bad.
I still don't understand what the purpose of that was. It had no narrative purpose.
No, really, because it doesn't even really have shock value. Yeah. I don't understand. Yeah, it's because they do play it up, so the shock value isn't there. It isn't like he dies and that's the end. Yeah. It's like they're building up to his death. He dies, and then it's like, and we're mourning, and we're moving on, and it's like, oh, yeah, all right, cool, sick. Yeah, I feel that way about the end of Fallout New Vegas, or most of the Fallout games actually, where it's like, it'd be really cool if I could just see the repercussions of everything that happened, because it's the only thing about New Vegas that I hate is that like there's a whole war that you like wrap up at the end of the game, and then the game's like, yeah, and that happened, the end, and you're like, oh, fucking goddamn it, I wanted to see the train get remade because there's a train, but the game was also made in like 2 years, so like whatever. But
I will say that despite the issues I have with Veilguard, it is probably among my all-time favorite games right now.
That's so cool.
It will never have the writing of Mass Effect, but I think for what it is, I found it more fun than Inquisition.
That's great. That makes me want to try it.
Yeah, you should. I recommend it. Even the side quests are like they are relevant. They feed into the main story, and it's a bunch of important context that actually like enriches your experience with it. It's not like this is where Mass Effect was bad, where they had a bunch of tedious side quests where you just fetch shit and then it doesn't matter at the end.
Got it. Yeah.
That's not the case in Veilguard. It's all relevant.
Oh, hell yeah. That's so awesome.
You know,
that makes me really excited.
Talking about unceremoniously ends, we could be done, and we're either 40 minutes or an hour and 10. So, only viewer, right now.
If you want to have some follow up, maybe you could go join members where you can watch the bonus episode where we're gonna keep talking for like another hour. So we'll see you there.